Hello and welcome to the Daily Comic and Collectible, episode 306. Now today, the collectible of the day is the Hasbro Toys Marvel Legends animated series Spider-Man action figure. Bitten by a radioactive spider, mild-mannered Peter Parker becomes the wall-crawling, web-slinging, amazing Spider-Man. This 6-inch scale Spider-Man Retro Collection action figure is based on his look from Spider-Man, the animated series, and is part of the Spider-Man 60th Anniversary Collection. This figure is highly detailed with super articulation for added posing and play. It also features cartoon-style cell shading for that little something extra. Comes with 4 interchangeable hands and 2 web effects. Created in 2022 by Hasbro Toys. Now the comic of the day is Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 188, with a cover date of January 1979, with story by Marv Wolfman, art by Keith Pollard, and cover by Dave Cockrum. This issue is titled, The Jigsaw is Up. As part of the mystery villain's plan, when Electro took out the Indian Point power plant in the last issue, it allowed for the next phase of his revenge scheme against Spider-Man to happen, sending a number of men to break into the cryonics building and capture the body of John Jameson, who has been stored there in suspended animation. While at the New York hospital, Peter Parker and Betty Brant pay Aunt May a visit, and Peter is visibly emotional about Aunt May's recovery. Leaving May, Betty decides to take Peter out to have some fun. Meanwhile, in the secret hideout of the criminal named Jigsaw, the disfigured criminal's men begin to voice their displeasure over their lack of action of late. Although Jigsaw makes no attempts to hide the fact that he is scared of running into more costumed superheroes, he eventually bows down to his men's protests and agrees to take them on a heist. While they prepare, Betty brings Peter on a nighttime boat cruise with Flash Thompson, Shashan, Harry Osborn, and Liz Allen. As their voyage starts, J. Jonah Jameson hears the news of his son's kidnapping. Being brought out to supper by Joe Robertson, Jameson figures that Spider-Man is somehow involved and decides to put the Bugle's resources into finding his son. Meanwhile, on the cruise, Betty hugs Peter, who is still at odds about having a relationship with her because of her recent separation from Ned Leeds, and is spotted by Mary Jane and her new boyfriend, Brad Davis. The two have a chilly exchange that does not end well. However, the boat ride is soon interrupted when the boat is attacked by Jigsaw and his men, who demand that everyone turn over their possessions. Peter manages to slip away and change into Spider-Man and fight the crooks until Jigsaw manages to take Liz and Harry hostage. Not wishing his friends to be killed by Jigsaw, Spider-Man lets them leave, but not before he can tag Harry with a spider tracer. Changing back to Peter Parker, Spider-Man waits for the boat to return to shore and leaves his friends to resume his chase against Jigsaw. Jigsaw, beginning to crack due to Spider-Man's appearance, agrees to let Liz and Harry go when he feels he's safe. Spider-Man finds the couple shortly after and points him to Jigsaw's direction, putting the crooks into a state of fear during their pursuit. When Jigsaw finally gets a bead on Superman with his gun, Spider-Man calls his bluff, and the criminal finds he cannot bring himself to shoot Spider-Man, and he is easily tied up for the police. Leaving the scene, Spider-Man considers his situation with Mary Jane and realizes he left his camera aboard the boat, and it's probably long gone. Geek fact: this is considered a minor key, being the second appearance of Jigsaw. His first full appearance was in Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 162, with the cover date of November 1976. Bonus geek fact: Peter's romantic troubles are in full display this issue. Peter has his relationship with Betty Brant. The pair were old flames till Betty went on to marry Ned Leeds in Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 156. Unhappy with her marriage, she's been trying to rekindle the old flame since Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 183. Another bonus geek fact. In fact, MJ has been Peter's on-again, off-again girlfriend since Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 42. Their most recent romance began shortly following Gwen Stacy's death in Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 121. Peter even proposed to her in issue number 182, but she turned him down the following issue. And final geek fact. Spider-Man worries that Liz being in danger might trigger Harry into becoming the Goblin again. Harry became his father's successor in Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 136. However, Harry abandoned the role after therapy until Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 176. Well, I'd like to thank you for joining me for another Daily Comic and Collectible, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. This is Cat Fan Comics Man, and I'll catch you on the flip. Over and out.